I'd usually be at the North Bank today, but today, this is the North Bank that I'm at. Right, so not where you were expecting to see me today. Obviously, at the start of this clip, you would have seen that I was at the Palestine protest because, look, as much as I love Arsenal and I want to go to every single game I can get a ticket for, there's some things that are more important. And for people that have been watching me for many, many years, you'd have known as well that when it came to making a choice between AFTV and Palestine, I chose Palestine. And today, with over 500,000 people on the streets of London protesting for Palestine, for a ceasefire, all of you know that if you've been watching me for a few years, all of you know that this cause is the closest thing to my heart. So as much as I love Arsenal, Palestine's always closer. So I was representing both today, but Palestine always takes precedence, which means I wasn't at the game today. I was on the streets of London asking for a ceasefire, asking for the end of the Israeli apartheid, asking for the end of Israeli occupation. And I know that's not why you've tuned in today, but listen, this is my own platform now, so I can say what the hell I like, and I am going to say what I like. And if that means that you click the X and you don't watch this, that's fine. That's absolutely fine by me. But this is important to me, and it's a lot more important to me to talk about this and to not sort of ignore it than to just focus on the football. And of course, I will talk about the Arsenal. That is what we're here to do. But I could never ignore that, because for me today, I've made a massive sacrifice by not going to that game. And I'd love to have gone and seen Eddie Nketiah score a hat-trick, a Hale End product, 2 Hale End products getting assists in Saka and Smith Rowe as well. But as I say, look, Palestine is always, always more important. So free Palestine. Let's get that one out of the way and get in the comments below and show your solidarity as well. Now on to the game. Eddie Nketiah has been much maligned with Arsenal fans, and I'm so happy for him. Like, I know there's going to be a lot of Arsenal fans today that are sort of like, going to struggle to celebrate that hat-trick because it proves them wrong, because they've been slating him for so many years. And listen, none of us are free from that, because I think we've all criticised Eddie Nketiah throughout the years because he hasn't shown this level of ability, how sharp he was today, how clinical he was today, in the box, at set pieces, outside the box. He did it all today. He was absolutely brilliant. And hopefully this gives him confidence, and a lot of other people, a lot of the fans confidence as well, that actually he has got the ability, he has got something about him, and he can pull stuff out the bag. With Jesus, the way he played against Sevilla midweek in the Champions League, his unbelievable goal and his even better assist, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted that he picked up that injury, because you think to yourself, Jesus often, like, he's a brilliant, brilliant footballer, but he's not enough of a clinical player. And he was very, very clinical in those moments in a really, really tough European away game against Sevilla. And you think to yourself, that's it, now go and build on that. And the last thing he needed was an injury. So I was absolutely gutted. And yeah, I was thinking, look, thankfully it was only Sheffield United at home, but is Nketiah going to be able to replace him? Look, today, no one is going to be missing Gabriel Jesus, and that is a massive compliment to Nketiah. However good Jesus' performance was in that game, and I know different level of opposition, away from home, Europe, etc., but if you just take what they did when they had the opportunity, Nketiah was every bit as good as Jesus was midweek, and I am absolutely delighted for Nketiah. Any Arsenal fan, if you've said that Nketiah is not good enough, this, that, the other, you should be delighted today to be proved wrong, because he showed so much of his ability and stuff that we haven't seen regularly enough from him. And listen, as far as I'm concerned, I've always said that the only thing we should want as fans is whoever the players are in wearing the shirt, or whoever the manager is on the touchline, for them to succeed. Too often, we want to be proved right, and as a case of we want that player to leave the club and someone else to come in, because we've been saying, let's say Ivan Toney would be better, so we want to be proved right and see all of that happen. The most direct route to success is the men who are employed by the club doing the best job that they can and performing like that, and I'm absolutely buzzing. It was also really nice to see Emil Smith Rowe start a game and play the majority of the game as well and get an assist. Not that the assist is going to be like really down to him, because no one expected Nketiah to put it top bins from that distance, but still, that assist goes on his record. Saka with an assist as well. That's now, I think, 7 goal involvements in a row for Arsenal, which I'm not even sure when the last time that happened. That's an incredible record. So yeah, like Saka is, in fact, I do know the last Arsenal player to have 6 goal involvements consecutively was Alexis Sanchez. And do you know what? Alexis Sanchez was one of those players where I absolutely loved him. He always made a massive impact, but a lot of Arsenal fans did recognise that there were a few flaws in the way he played the game and maybe gave the ball a bit too much, and there were rumours that the teammates don't love him, etc. Bukayo Saka, there's not a bad word that anyone can say about him. He does the business. He's professional. You never read about him in the papers. He's a team player. He's absolutely brilliant. He's a gem. And for him to come through the Hale End Academy proves the value of that academy. Today, look at the players that we had who have come out of that academy, and they all got goal involvements. It's really, really nice to see. I've always been one of those people that takes a bit more satisfaction in our Hale End boys doing it rather than our big money signings. But talking of big money signings as well, one of them did brilliantly, as he has been doing, and the other one still anonymous. Declan Rice got the assist, just did what he did. He's a robot. People talk about Haaland being a machine. So is Declan Rice, just in a different way. He's so consistent. He's robotic in his consistency. But Kai Havertz, again, this game, you'd think this is a massive opportunity for him. He had all of the ball, 5 goals. You'd hope that at least he gets an assist or a goal. But again, he didn't impress. And, this was his opportunity because there was a lot of change in the team and Kai Havertz was given a nod. He's got to realise that he's not going to continue to get opportunities in the team. Look at Fabio Vieira. When he came on, he made a difference. And I like Fabio Vieira asking for that penalty. I know perhaps you shouldn't do that. And some people say, you should always go with your main penalty taker. But when Nketiah's got a hat-trick with 3-0 up at home, dominating the game, I don't mind that at all. Fabio Vieira, on a few occasions, he's a different man this season because he's taken responsibility. He's asked for the ball. He's wanted to take set pieces. And more often than not, he's made a really, really positive contribution to the team. So really nice to see that from Fabio Vieira. And nice team ethic as well. And Nketiah actually letting him take the penalty instead of stat padding in a way. So all round, brilliant, brilliant performance today. Really good result. Now in the Premier League, I know Newcastle have got to play tomorrow, but no team has scored more goals than us, if I'm not mistaken. And no team's got a better goal difference than us. So, we're flattered to deceive a few times in the Premier League so far this year. This was a very, very good, strong performance, and it was long overdue, and hopefully it can give us a bit more confidence because we've got results without playing that well before, but today it was just absolutely brilliant, and it comes off the back of a really tough away game as well. So I don't think we could have asked for too much more. Sevilla away, Sheffield United at home. We've had a brilliant, brilliant week. So anyway, look, that's it from me. Get in the comments below, let me know who you think your man of the match was. I think it was Eddie Nketiah. Obviously, he's been absolutely brilliant today. And also let me know in the comments below whether you sort of have changed your mind on Nketiah. Has this single performance made you think, actually, do you know what? This kid has got talent where perhaps you didn't really, maybe you'd given up on him before. I'd always said about Nketiah, it's a roller coaster with him. Right now, it's an absolute high, and hopefully he can sort of maintain this brilliant form. Arsenal 5, Sheffield United 0. Brilliant, brilliant weekend of football.